Hey, it's Chris with Acting Creative, and I am so excited because, friends, the doors are now open for the Dress Your Loom course. It's my favorite time of year when I get to open registration for this very special Dress Your Loom course. This is an online course that's meant to be a simple, straightforward system for getting your yarn off the shelf and into your loom so you can be weaving. It is designed so that you can use it with your equipment and your material in your space, because looms are not that easy to move around, right? So this course is designed for a couple of different types of students. You see if you fit into one of these categories. The first type of student is the beginner, someone who's just kind of dipping their toe into the world of weaving and is like, wait, where do the yarns go? How do I set this up? How do I get to the good part, which is weaving? That is the first type of student that this is perfect for, is the beginner. Someone who's just kind of easing into the whole thing. Even if you've done a couple projects, you still count in that kind of beginner category because it takes a little bit to sort that out. So the next type of student this is perfect for is if you wove a long time ago and you're getting back into it, you're like, wait, how do I slay a reed? How do I get all the pieces in the right spot? It's perfect for the returning weaver, someone who finally has the time and energy to get back into weaving. Welcome home, my friend. And the last type of student it is perfect for is the more experienced weaver who just does not like their current system for dressing a loom. Maybe your current system is hurting you, or maybe there's just something about it you just don't like, you just dread it. And friends, you know, as people, if we dread doing something, we will not do it. And that does not help our case if we want to be weaving more. So let me know, are you one of those three types of students? Because this could be perfect for you. Now, on the flip side, let me tell you who it is not for. This course is not for the person who has been weaving for 30 years and is in the groove and has worked out all the kinks and is really cooking with gas. No, you don't need this, friends. It's also not for the rigid heddle weavers. I'm so sorry, friends, but I have never been a rigid heddle weaver, and that is not what I teach. I teach on a multi-shaft loom. I have 4 shaft looms, but this absolutely applies to 8 shaft or more. Any of those options is going to be just primo. That's the sweet spot. I don't do rigid heddle though, so if that's your only loom, friends, this is not going to be quite the right fit for you. Now, we have been offering the Dress Your Loom course for many years now, and there's been some just wonderful response. So I wanted to share what some of the past students have said about the course so you can get a gauge of what they've enjoyed about it, and maybe that'll speak to you. What about this one from Jennifer? She says, I was intimidated by my loom before taking the Dress Your Loom course, and now my loom is a tool I enjoy working with. Yes, Jennifer, I love that. Kimberly has a great one. She says, I cannot be doing this right. It's too easy. Because of the Dress Your Loom course, I've done 5 projects in the last 6 months, and my loom sat empty for 2 years before that. I love to hear when weavers then just take off, when they're like, oh, because I understand all the steps and it's easy to follow and to execute, they're like, no big deal. More weaving, here I come. And this is one of my favorites from Liz. She says, other than purchasing a loom, no other weaving dollars have given me this much value. Sweet girl. Not just the technical, but the relationships. The return on investment keeps coming. Ah, I love those students. They are just the best. And you can be one of them too, friends. The doors are open from January 7th through the 15th. That is the window that you can register. And I will close the doors on the 15th and then just focus on teaching you the best that I can. Everything will roll out starting on January 19th, and we'll have 6 weeks of class. Now, the Dress Your Loom course comes with some options. You can choose how much support that you want as you are going through the course. If you know that you're a student who needs a lot of help as you're going through, especially an online course, friends, be sure to check out the option where there are private sessions involved. Yes, there are Zoom calls included so that I can actually be in your space. You can angle the camera down so I can see exactly what you're doing, and I can get you back on the right track and keep you moving, which that is exactly the goal, is to move through the entire course so that you can be weaving. But there's also this great supportive tool of weekly Q&As. Every week for the 6 weeks of class, there is a live Zoom call that all the students can gather and meet each other and hear each other's questions. And it's just a wonderful bonding experience, because you know how it goes. Every student has a different perspective. They've come at it from a different angle. So hearing her question is something you may not have thought to ask, but be really valuable to your experience. Plus, there's a whole accountability element, because you know that if Jane is going to be watching for you to show up live every Wednesday, you have a better chance of being there. So as part of the Dress Your Loom package, I have included these options for you depending on how much support you want and need as a student. So I'm going to include the link here for you to check out your choices. And friends, I sincerely hope that you will join the January Dress Your Loom class. We are just going to deliver the best experience that we can, and we want to have you weaving. We want this to be your springboard for all of the weaving goals that you have, but it starts here with the Dress Your Loom course. It can get you on the right track and get you where you want to go when it comes to being creative at the loom. So why not register today, friends? I cannot wait to welcome you into the Dress Your Loom course for January 2026. Happy weaving.